Billie Jean King? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Legend. She's like, she's
incredible.
a Q50. Wait till you see these women. They are incredible. And then she said, please tell her I said hi and thank you.
Oh.
And I thought that was cool. Like,
how sweet is
yeah,
that?
at 28, they really recognize what women of this age have done. And we're not going anywhere because we're not done. And you all are welcome no matter what age you are.
Absolutely.
Because I think sometimes we get a little afraid when we get that's, you know, age is just a number.
Yep.
Totally.
Definitely.
So let's celebrate by buying ourselves a pair of earrings.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm in. Me too. Why not? Because you do good things for everybody in your life. Maybe $16.25 is what you can work into the budget for you. And you do that today, and you use a credit card, and you do it again next month, the following month, and the following month. You didn't pay any shipping and handling here, so you get that. You're saving $20, and this will be the only show where we can do this for you. Unfortunately, we cannot, and we didn't even have this up on QVC.com before this. So we saved it for this hour because we wanted to say thank you for tuning in. All right. With all that said, you can kind of see there's the yellow gold side of it and the sterling silver side of it. So all sterling silver or sterling silver is rhodium plated, so you can feel comfortable wearing that, no worries. If you were more of a warm yellow gold girl, that's 14 karat yellow gold plating over sterling silver. Never going to wear off. You don't have to worry about that. Here's the hard part. You're going to tell us, or maybe not the hard part, do you want the oval? 5 carats in the oval cut. Or are you a marquise girl? Do you like the marquise? If you like marquise or marquis, however you want to say it, 3.5 carats there. I've kind of always been a big fan of the marquise. And then the round traditional, that's another option for you, and that one is 3.5 carats as well. And this, I've never seen a hoop this size inside, outside. I imagine this is really hard.
Right, because we want to make sure that we pack that hoop full of stones. This actually has been done somewhat similarly in a popular earring, but it was like, Pat, a real huggy. Like, we're talking just barely wrapping around the earlobe.
Okay.
Very popular. However, we have a lot of fans who reached out and said, I love the idea of this, but I need a little bit more. I want a little bit more stone presence. I want a little bit more metal presence. I need to have, you know, the little bit more of that drop in the ear. So that's how these were created for you. And then we really bumped up that carat weight too, which was nice. So when you put these on, and with an earring like this, I know sometimes for huggy hoops, people say, oh, it's hard to get it in the ear. Okay, well, look at this.
This is a really high-end, expensive way to do it. Great engineering. You see this on diamonds. Very expensive jewelry.
Right. So when I push that button, it releases the earring, and then you have the hinge. So you have all of this room to get into the earring. Look at that little notch there. That's what makes sure when we put this back in and we click it in place, it doesn't go anywhere. Like,
you can almost hear it
tugging on that, and I can't separate it until
your ears
I
coming
push
off
that release. You don't want. But here's the thing: with this size of hoop, it's not the kind that gets caught in anything. The little ones, as you're holding them, they're not going to be able to reach. Like, I stopped wearing when my boys were little. I stopped wearing 1-inch hoops or anything larger.
We all do that,
right? You kind of go through that, and I really gravitated more towards studs, but I missed hoops. And I don't think I really had any in this size, and I wish I kind of did because I would have kept wearing them.
All right, what makes them even more spectacular is I stand here, Erin, I don't mean to be looking in your ear, but I am. I love that you have more than one hole.
Oh, you can layer for sure.
Because you could layer these easily, but these are inside-outside hoops. And so that means on the outside you have your Diamonique, and then from the front when you're looking at it, there's more Diamonique from the inside. There's a great look at it. Thank you so much. $16.25. There is a large amount of metal, of precious metal and sterling or your 14 karat gold plating over it. So you don't necessarily need, and a lot of times you don't want, depending on what you're wearing, really big earrings. Now we got some fabulous big earrings coming up today and they're fun too. But this is the kind of earring that literally you could have on, I don't know, your Susan Graver Modern Essential and a pair of her premium stretch pants and some Skechers and be out for the day with the boys.
Yep.
Or you can go ahead and be dressed up and maybe you have a wedding, you have a graduation, you know, maybe your kids are getting some kind of award or something like that. I mean, they're special. They make you feel special. I can tell you, Erin, and I promise I'll stop talking in a second,
No,
but
go ahead.
I remember the first time that I ever had Diamonique at QVC, and it was probably back in 87? Probably back then in 1987, is they asked me to sell earring jackets.
Okay.
And I didn't have any studs. And they were like, well, why don't you come over to the jewelry department? We'll give you a pair of Diamonique studs. So I put the Diamonique studs in, and I was new at QVC. And I was young. Put the earrings in, and I got on a plane. And you know how when you sit in the plane, like the windows are all scratched, which always makes me nervous. I'm like, why are the windows scratched? But I looked, I saw this reflection, and I was like, oh my God, I look like I have diamond earrings on. And for the rest of that day, everyone, it could have been because I was like this.
Yeah.
Everyone said, are you wearing diamond earrings?
Yeah.
That's how you'll feel with Diamonique. You'll feel proud of yourself. You won't be afraid to wear them. And maybe you've always, the first time I ever saw Inside Outside Hoops, I was at a dinner honoring Joan Rivers, and I was sitting at a table with some of her beautiful people, and the woman next to me had Inside Outside Hoops on, and I kept looking at her earrings. I was like, I've never seen Inside Outside Hoops.
Right.
So anyway, that's my story about Diamonique. I hope you have a story about Diamonique. Call us.
I'm sure
What's
everybody
yours?
does, right? Everybody does. I think I didn't realize how good it was until I gave it a try. I think I was skeptical. And probably
And that's
because
understandable.
I mean, I
Right.
lived and breathed diamonds, gemstones. I shopped. Let me put this, not that I was buying them, but I helped other folks shop for their
sure
diamonds
did.
and gemstones, right? That was in their budget, not mine. And I kind of realized, you know what? You don't have to necessarily always spend that money. You can still do that on your key pieces. But when it comes to these ones that you're going to reach for over and over again, let's say this is your jam. Like this size earring is exactly what you want for every day. We can get the oval. We can get the marquee cut, and then you can also get one of each. Would I tell you to do that if we were shopping diamonds? Absolutely not. I would not be your friend if I did that.
Only unless you just won the lottery.
Yeah. Then we can talk.
Then we could talk.
I might share, what's on my wish list too at that point. But here, like, it's that everyday wearable size. Look how fun it is, Pat, that the ovals are set east-west too.
Yeah,
We've
I like that
stacked them.
too.
It's unexpected.
Yes.
But it gives you more carat weight because we can pack more stones in that way too, right? Each one of these has their own personality because of the fun shapes to them. So the oval, that's you like a round, but you want something slightly different. I would tell you try that oval.
5/8 of an inch long, 3/16 of an inch wide, and 1/8 of an inch high. If I was to take this off and show you, it's smaller than a nickel, slightly smaller than a nickel, and larger than a dime. If I'm going to just, measure it that way for you. So think about that.
Look at all that metal.
Yeah, look
Right?
at all the metal that you're
Precious
getting.
metal.
Precious metal. Again, here is a little button, that button, and this is engineering in a beautiful piece of jewelry. $64.98. And instead of doing just the studs, now I have bought lots of studs because I have lost some of my studs because you wear them all the time. But this is taking your game to the next level and doing it in a really beautiful, intricate, lovely, lovely way. J435154. And how many minutes do we have left on that? Oh my gosh, we only